I grew up in Islip, New York, on the South Shore of Long Island, and there was a famous place called Islip Speedway. And you're going to see a look at it here. This is Islip Speedway aerial view back in the 50s and 60s and late 70s. Wikipedia talking about it. And they raced figure eight cars and stock cars. It was a little, I think it's an eighth, no, not quite a quarter mile oval with the X here for the figure eight cars, located at the old Islip Airport in Islip Village. And there was an announcer there, and they had Demolition Derby, which was made world famous on the Wide World of Sports. The figure eight races with the World Championship made famous on the Wide World of Sports. This is a typical figure eight car here. Bad picture, good picture of it. Typical figure eight car, which was a six-cylinder jalopy, basically. They also ran, there's another, that looks like a sportsman jalopy from the old days. That was the midgets that they ran on Friday nights. And that again is a picture of the speedway aerial view. And the main attraction were, back in the day, the NASCAR modifieds, or they also called them the All-Star modifieds before NASCAR certified the track as a bull ring, a NASCAR local bull ring. This is a coupe, as it is called, a 36 or 33 or 37 Ford or Chevy coupe, which they cut and put onto a chassis of a race car, a stock car. These were known as coupes, C-O-U-P-E, or coupe, if you like. And they developed into something a little bit more modern looking, called a NASCAR modified Pinto body or Vega bodied race car. This one happens to belong to Richie Evans, who is a great legend in NASCAR modified racing. Let's see if I can get out of this. Yeah. And the announcer back in the day, when I was going to the track as a youngster, I actually raced at the track in my later days, would, when all the other divisions were out there racing, here's another NASCAR modified, whoops. When these guys came out, they were 1,000 horsepower, unlimited rules at one point until NASCAR took over, but still 800 to 1,000 horsepower. They're open wheel cars, as you see, and they go very fast even on that small oval. And this announcer, Sonny Granger, used to say, well, here come the NASCAR modifieds who live by the grace of God and 1,000 horsepower, the ground pounders they used to call them. And he used to say, well, I'd like you all to move up a couple of rows from the fence, because when these NASCAR modifieds take the track, they do spit up a lot of tire dust and tire pieces and all those sort of things. But you never know when the Queen of Sheba may arrive. That Queen of Sheba was when a car would make its way into the stands, which happened quite often. I think there's a depiction of such here. So that was where we got the Queen of Sheba. There you go. It's on a bigger track, but you can see that they did wreck. So a little background on why the Queen of Sheba.